Hello and welcome to Whispers from the Dark Hole, the podcast where we delve into the stories and science behind our environmental practices. I am your host, Dr. Zach, and today we are going to be exploring a topic that often goes unnoticed but has far reaching implications: the effect of dumping municipal waste in pit latrines. Imagine a typical day in a bustling town or city. People go about their routines generating waste, household trash, food scraps, plastic packaging, and so much more. Now, envision this waste being collected, and instead of being properly processed, it ends up in a pit latrine. It sounds like a simple or even convenient solution, but the reality is far more complex and troubling. Let's start by understanding what a pit latrine is. Essentially, it's a type of toilet that collects human excreta in a hole that is dug into the ground. They are common in many developing regions due to their low cost and simplicity. However, when these latrines are used as dumping grounds for municipal waste, several problems arise. Firstly, the issue of contamination. Pit latrines are designed to handle human waste, which decomposes relatively quickly compared to many types of municipal waste. When plastics, metals, and other non biodegradable materials are dumped into these pits, they don't break down. Instead, they accumulate, leading to significant environmental pollution. These materials can leach harmful chemicals into the ground, thus contaminating local water sources. Groundwater contamination is particularly concerning. Many communities rely on groundwater for drinking, cooking, and irrigation. When harmful substances seep into these water sources, it poses a great health risk. Diseases and toxic exposure can spread, thus leading to long-term health problems for the local population. But these issues don't just stop there. Let's talk about the impact on sanitation. Pit latrines filled with municipal waste can become breeding grounds for disease vectors such as flies and rodents. These pests can spread pathogens, exacerbating public health risks or issues. Moreover, the pits fill up much more when loaded with these non-human waste, reducing their effectiveness and requiring more frequent and costly maintenance. In other words, the shelf life of your pit will be definitely affected every time you dump in non-fecal waste because most of it will just settle in as solids, therefore leading to quick filling of your pit latrine. Another significant consequence is the impact on waste management systems. When municipal waste is improperly disposed of in pit latrines, it disrupts the efforts of waste management services. These systems are designed to handle and process waste through cycling and composting processes, which end up in sanitary landfilling. Misusing the pit latrines undermines these processes, leading to insufficient waste management and increased environmental degradation. One of the underlying causes of this issue is the lack of infrastructure and resources. Many communities do not have proper waste management facilities, and if they do exist, they are inadequate. This leads people to seek alternatives, such as disposing them into the pit latrines. Addressing this problem requires more than investment. It also needs to involve educating the community on sustainable disposal practices. So now this leads us to the most important question. What can be done? Some of the solutions suggested include education and awareness, informing the communities about the dangers of dumping waste in the pit latrines and promoting proper waste disposal. Could be one. Secondly, looking at infrastructure development. Building and maintaining the waste management systems that would include cycling centers and sanitary landfills could also be a probable solution for these scenarios. We have a couple of policies in place and regulations. How about implementing and enforcing these laws to prevent the misuse of latrines and also encourage sustainable waste management practices? I have a thought that if this could be incorporated in the emptying fees, whereby a well-maintained pit latrine would receive an incentive, thus costless when emptying compared to one that is poorly maintained. I think this would also encourage proper use of the toilets and also promote good waste management practices. Lastly, engaging the community would also come in handy. The local communities understand best their challenges. Therefore, bringing them on board to be part of their solution would foster a sense of responsibility and encourage environmental conservation. These challenges are significant, but so are the potential benefits. By addressing the misuse of pit latrines for waste disposal, we can protect our water sources and improve public health and create a cleaner and more sustainable communities. As we wrap up today's episode, let's remember that every small action counts. Proper disposal is not just an environmental issue, it's a matter of public health and community well being. That said, together we can make a big difference. Thank you for tuning in to Whispers from the Dark Hole. If you found this episode insightful, please subscribe and share it with others. Let's spread the word and work towards cleaner, healthier communities. Until next time, I am your host, Doctors, reminding you to take care of your hygiene. Stay curious, stay informed, and engaged. Goodbye.